Disclaimer. All views and opinions expressed in the coming video are our own, and for the entertainment of others. If you get offended, please leave a comment down below, and wait for someone who gives a fly.
I've got the script ready and everything.
About it.
Let's start with the credits.
Hey, I'm trying to start out with a bang here, you get me, you know? I'm trying to start out with beginners I mean to go on.
Very professional.
Yeah, with my bloody Noob Killer t-shirt behind me, I'm not really like winning any awards anytime soon.
Yeah, especially that t-shirt you got on. Again, this is me like loving to piss Shakes. I love pissing Dave. I don't know, I'm just a cunt.
The thing is, I don't get wound up easily, so I try and mask it by just going like that or just sighing. So I get wound up very easily, very easily.
I wrote one joke at you, like your face goes red.
That's kind of why I'm wearing the shirt for symmetry. You know what I'm saying? So that way it's harder to tell.
When I piss you up, your face looks like your t-shirt.
That's the point. Symmetry.
Oh, okay. Ah, good idea.
It's working. I'm trying to. I'm trying to like do a podcast here.
Halloween,
fucking.
You don't need to put like red face paint. You could just keep it as it is.
Yeah, it's just dressed as a tomato for Halloween.
Bitch is gonna die tonight. Rest. You make sure you get some good sleep, boys. Sleep with one eye open. I know where both of you live.
Yeah, that's actually true, but I know where you live as well.
Well, bring it on, bitch. I'm ready. Let's go. I'm ready.
You know, this podcast is gonna last a long time.
You're just gonna have Jacob coming through your window with a balaclava and a bat in his hand. Well, you know what?
And that's why I got the bloody Frank Castle cut in it.
It's okay. I own a couple of boomerangs in my room, so
I got the Frank Castle cut for a reason, innit? You know, I'm trying to go with the serial killer look.
I love this.
So,
you see, the thing is, if I ever actually do anything, this is all gonna be on fucking YouTube for people to hear. So, like.
No, but what I'm saying, I love how we're like 2 minutes into our first ever podcast. We're already talking about killing each other. Like, what a great start.
This is a good way to get this party started.
It's out there.
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, we're good. We're gonna be good friends, all of us.
Yeah, it's like episode.
I am loving the company, guys. I really am. Fucking I keep looking at the fucking same sheet.
What's the first on our agenda, mate?
Right. First item on the agenda is we were discussing Vendor beforehand, and we were just saying that you know, without any spoilers to you, because we don't want to reveal the film to you, because otherwise would be cunts that are pretty much on Twitter every day. We are
no problem.
We're simply talking about how it's been attacked by critics because it doesn't fit the norm of what a movie should be, and the movie has its flaws. You know, we all know this. It has problems within it. Like, there are pacing issues where the start of the film, it starts out really like sluggish and things just sort of happen, and as soon as it hits the second act, it's like it just gets like this nitrous injection, just buddy starts spreading through everything about 100 miles an hour. But that's when the film really picks up for me, and I enjoyed it a hell of a lot when it hit the second part. Like, the second act was just such a experience to see while we're in the cinema, and then the third act was good as well, but the second act I like more.
The thing is, one thing that actually surprised me about it
so would you say that's the problem?
Is that Charles?
I was gonna say, so for you, do you think that it was more like sluggish during the beginning, as a lot of these movies tend to be? So like you have to basically get the core of the plot ready before you can actually enjoy the main action, or
it feels like
kind of hoping for a bit more action from the jump.
I was kind of hoping for a bit more of an adrenaline-fueled start. Like, I was hoping it was gonna, maybe not straight away, but like maybe after the first 10 minutes or so, sort of start easing it in. But it had like a build-up where it only really hit like maybe halfway through the film. And obviously they had to do that to establish the character of Eddie Brock,
right.
and to make you care for him. But there were things that happened, and some of it was just like it was kind of like forced and rushed, so then they could get to the good shit. But then when you get to the good shit, they can say they can give it backstory,
as per usual with a Sony film. as per usual with a Sony film.
Yeah, as exactly the same thing. The only good thing I will say about this one, though, it is nothing like the Amazing Spider-Man
as per usual with a Sony film. It's not a Sony film if they don't rush the plot. Right, I hear you.
But I mean, it's nothing like the Amazing Spider-Man films at all. It was much better. Like when it hit the second act, it was really good. Really good. What are you thinking about?
There was one thing.
Oh, okay. So that's a plus, I guess. Also,
trust me, major plus.
Oh, okay. I guess then, and Tom Hardy's acting as a whole, how was that?
The best thing about
obviously
it.
I haven't seen it yet, but
best thing about it by miles. Like every scene that had like,
so
the side characters.
So he did the character justice then.
Yeah. He really did. I mean, I think you guys will probably agree with me when I say this, is that every scene that had the side characters in, it was like, oh, okay. But I didn't really care about it as much as I wanted to see Venom and Eddie, because their chemistry was good. And Tom Hardy, like every film he's in, you can put him in the most terrible film ever, and I'll still go and see it just for him, because his performance alone is entertaining enough to keep me hooked.
Yeah, he's very.
So no matter what, you can basically bank on Tom Hardy to be a good actor.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, what you see with him is pretty much what you get. He'll do the role justice, whatever it is. Even if he's surrounded by, in like some of his other movies, like a complete pile of dog shit, he will be the best thing out of that film by miles. And it really showed in this film. Like the other side characters, they were good. They were well acted, but. As I'm sure Franco and Stuart would agree with me here, every scene that had Venom and Tom Hardy in, it was where we were more interested. We wanted to see more of that, and there were certain scenes. I think you guys know the one I'm on about, where he does something against Venom's wishes, and he says something.
I know what you're talking about.
And I just like the whole cinema was just in stitches.
Yeah,
couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, that one. I'm glad you said that, because I wanted to say. One thing about the film that actually really surprised you, that I thought wouldn't really work for Venom as a film and for the character of Venom, was the comedy. And don't get me wrong, I still to this day think that it was a good film, but I still to this day think that if it was like the same rating that Logan was, it probably would have been
that much
even better. But a lot of the comedy was executed, I thought, very well. And like you said, Jacob, there were times when like the whole cinema was laughing because I thought it was executed. But I can't obviously say it because I don't want to spoil anything. But it was really. I thought the comedy was quite surprising actually.
Yeah.
For me personally, anyway.
Yeah, like, I might actually even say. I remember when I saw Deadpool for the first time. I thought that was funny, and I might even say I think Venom was actually funnier than Deadpool. To be honest,
I'd say that Deadpool has a lot of jokes that are.
Seriously? So, would you not call Venom a comedy?
It's borderline comedy. Borderline. It's not like it intends to be comedy.
No,
but it is that way. It feels that way when you're watching it. So in all the trailers, it builds up to like this kind of vibe where it's like, oh, it's intimidating, it's Venom. But when you watch it, it sets it up like it's going to be an intimidating film. But as it goes along, it has its intimidating moments, like when certain things happen. But it's like it is unintentionally funny. But either way, you can still sort of enjoy it. So, in a way, it did subvert my expectations, Stuart. And it was done in a good way. It was done in a good way, and I think it's a credit to the film. I mean, as you were saying, Stuart, about it being a rating up, if it was the rating that it was intended to be, it would be that much better. Because there's certain things like where where he's on people.
Yeah, because I think. Go ahead.
Yeah, Karen. Tye'ronn.
No, you were speaking.
Alright, there's certain like.
He's talking.
Thank you.
Go for it, Stuart.
Okay.
The camera's on you, bro.
Go for it, man.
Thank you, Jacob. Yeah, because you know what? Now I forgot what I was saying.
Ah.
You know what? I've got a thought.
Go ahead, Jacob, because I forgot what I was saying.
Go on, Franco.
So I think it was Charles who was saying this, like, or was it you, Stuart, who was saying, like, talking about first impressions. So I said this like before the podcast started, but I really like the way that Venom was like marketed, because the way they did it was about a year and a half ago. They basically said there's going to be a Venom film, and like that's pretty much like all they said at the time. And then like all the fans were just like on their keyboards and writing comments, and yeah, exactly what Jacob's doing. and I think that was really good marketing, because especially with a character like Venom, because
he's second rate, isn't he? He's not like one of the big boys.
Yeah, it's a second rate character. I mean, like, it's debatable if he's a hero or a villain. Like, it depends how you see it.
Yeah.
But it was good that they just announced it without revealing anything, because I remember there's so much speculation. A lot of people were saying, "Oh, like, is Spider-Man going to be in it? Like, is he not going to be in it?
Yeah.
Is like Carnage going to be in it? Is he not going to be in it? Is it going to be like the Spider-Man 3 Venom, or is it actually going to be Venom, like as in like what Venom should actually be?
Or could he stand on his own without the Spider-Man like arc attached to him?
Yeah, exactly. And then like, as it progressed, then they basically just said pretty much like, okay, it's Tom Hardy who's in it, and then even more like talks about like fan theories on like what it's going to be about.
Yeah.
But I really like how with the film that has a bit of a horror theme to it, I like how they just like didn't reveal anything and just let people
imagine.
Yeah, they let them imagine, because I think when you do that, a lot of people are going to have a lot of first impressions, like even though there's not a trailer out or anything like that.
Yeah.
And then I mean, for me, like, to my surprise, I was really surprised that Eminem did the soundtrack for it.
Yeah, me too. When like he did his song, I was like, you're part of it?
Did he actually?
Yeah.
It's a really good song, actually.
It's not bad.
The music video is fucking stupid.
Yeah, the video's shit, but
yeah, I like the song. The music video was absolute crap. It's basically people.
You can tell Sony
spazzing out.
You can tell Sony had a hand in that when they were making the music video.
Yeah. Basically, it's like, the way I see it, it's like, do you remember the LEG in the House film? Yeah. I don't know if you were born when it came out, Jacob.
No, but I watched
guys,
it.
Like, you seen it?
Yeah.
You know the bit where they're trying to power up the car, and then like they get an electric charge, and they're doing like like some kind of Mexican wave. It's like in the Venom music video, it's basically people getting the symbiote, then they're like spazzing out, like crazy, and then it gets passed on to other people. But that's not how the symbiote works. Like you get the symbiote, you turn into a big dark blue monster with fangs. You don't just fucking spaz out and hit the pavement.
It's like they get the thing in them. They're just like they're trying to audition for like The Walking Dead or something.
It's like someone's getting A&E or something. Those electric things.
Yeah, so
it actually is. No, it's like clear.
Instead of this, it's like there's a headbutt in the keyboard.
Yeah. Eat your shoulder, knock yourself out. Like, so basically, the point I was making is the song's very good. I didn't expect it to be Eminem of all people.
Yeah.
But yeah, the music video was terrible. I'm glad I saw the music video after I saw the film, because if I saw the music video before the film, it would have put me off to not watch it, because then I was imagining somebody just spazzing out for about an hour and a half, like with the symbiote.
Yeah, and then I'd be thinking, great, I'm gonna pay a seat, like sit down in a cinema next to some dusty, mingy people, sitting there watching Tom Hardy spaz out with the symbiote for like about an hour and a half doing that.
Oh, by the way, you know we were talking about the relationship between Eddie Brock and Venom. Charles, I know you haven't seen the film yet, but do you know you know who Toxin is?
Toxin, yeah, of course, I know about the symbiotes. Yeah.
Yes.
Toxin, isn't he basically the son of Carnage?
Yeah, son of Carnage. Yeah.
Hey, look at my screen quick. Look at my screen quick.
Who's that?
Who's that?
That's Ty.
Is that Ty?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Ty,
what are you doing, man?
It's on here. What's he doing? What's he doing? Ty, you four eyes fool. Get this off here.
What are
you playing at?
How do I join?
I'm adding now, yes. Right, where are you? There you
I
go.
thought it was Steve Jobs.
So what do I go say? How do I fucking join, mate?
Right, well, I've sent you the invitation, so accept it with all due haste and get in the chat.
Innit, you fool?
What is it on the fucking email, mate?
What have you been doing, man? Like, we were talking about like the Venom like symbiote and it's spazzing out. It was probably just testing it. Get in the chat.
Does it actually sound like that?
fucking wearing? What's that fucking top, mate?
Nah, he's just putting it on for banter
Nah, he's
purposes.
just playing around.
Okay.
Hi.
Just playing around with the shit in it. Hey, what are you doing?
I can't say what that guy's saying, but...
Alright, email Angel Crackers, yeah?
Yeah, Angel Crackers. That's a very creative name now. Bloody get in the chat.
Alright, sunshine.
Oh, look at you two, my 1, 2. See, they're already having their lovers kiss. You guys are gonna be a beautiful couple.
Hey, listen, man. Listen. I can't even come up with a smart answer for that, man.
One true parent.
You can't, it's perfect.
No, this is bloody...
You just bloody... You basically left me hit and dry, man. I can't fucking come up with an answer for that. I was gonna come up with something smart to say, like I normally would. Hurry up, Tye'ronn. But I wouldn't... Like, I don't have anything to say.
Bro, love works in mysterious ways. That's all I can say to that.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a very like physical relationship, as you can see. Come on, hurry up!
Oh, where the fuck was this, mate?
You downloading?
So,
have you downloaded Google Hangouts yet?
No, what the hell's that?
What the hell is that? He says.
Have you at least heard of Google?
Have you heard of Google, Tye'ronn?
Accept, yeah. What the fuck is this?
Yeah, so have you accepted the
Join the video call, yeah. I think I'm on it. I think is it.
yeah, Google Hangouts, yeah, you should be on it.
Allow Hangouts to use your camera microphone, yeah. Fucking use it, you bastard!
Oh, for God's sake.
Oh no, he's on.
Why would we wait for Tye'ronn to compose himself?
Wait.
Bruce! Wait, are you Bruce?
No, Tye'ronn.
What the fuck, wait, give me
I
some...
thought your name was Angel Crackers, I thought we established this.
I saw Charles, yeah, and then, what the fuck? Oh, mate, this is fucking... Oh, what the
Well,
fuck?
keep trying, because I'm starting to lose even more hair and I haven't even bloody cut it off.
Calm down, Crackers.
We're going to be pensioners by the time Tye'ronn figures this one out.
Hey, listen, man. I'm already starting to get my skin's already starting to crinkle and crack, man. I'm getting fucking.
Jacob, you should go to his house.
Oh, you can come and crack Rice Krispies, mate. Snap, cracker on top.
Fucking cunt.
Oh, mate.
Where are you?
Oh, Jacob. Oh, wait, so what? You gotta download this content. Google Hangouts, what is that it?
Yeah, that's literally it, Ty.
That's it, man. That's it. That's all you need.
You should be able to download
Google Hangouts, let me download this content.
Download that.
Fuck off.
And then
Not you. This fucking shit that keeps coming up.
You'll see the invitation that Jacob sent.
It's fucking saying it's unresponsive, you fucking bastard! Oh, fuck me! It's fucking... I don't know why you're laughing, you are.
Do you know what? I love how we're on topic and then we're just gone completely on a tandem.
Listen, we're going on a tangent.
But this is good.
See this guy always repeat, so just see how that
This
goes.
is good, mate. How's the boys doing? How's Charles and all them guys doing?
They're fucking terrible. Now hurry up.
Oh, bloody hell, boy.
You know, I think this is the highlight.
I don't want to have a about with you, mate. Tell you that, mate. Fuck fucking nice.
Yeah, stop using my lines from the bloody play in college. Just get in the
They're
chat.
using the lines from the playing Geek. Alright, sweetheart, hang on a minute, Julie.
Fuck's sake.
Fucking hell.
Do you know what? This is what I love though about this is even though we're talking about topics, we're having a laugh, but people will like this sort of relatability of him just sitting there mugging me off for 2 hours.
I think the whole podcast is mugging me.
To be fair, I mean, the worst thing in the world
This is okay to me, because...
It ain't to be honest. It has its perks.
And you know what? I was going to make such a good point about toxin, and then
Google Hangouts. Yeah, alright, that's done. Alright, we got him.
You good?
Alright, so use it. Alright. I've Googled the bitch. Google Hangouts.
Ty, you're actually so special, I swear. You are really special. Really complicated.
Sorry, boys. Fucking a little Julie called me and she was just like,
Right, okay,
sweet
so
things.
you're on Google Hangouts, yes, Tye'ronn?
I think. Can you see a icon with
Society. Hang on. Join the video call. Yes, join the fucking video.
Yes, join the video call. That's it. Yes. Please join the video call.
oh no, he's
Please.
He's back.
Here's Brucey. Finding Nemo reference.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
He's flipping out. He's venoming, guys. He's venoming. Guys, he's venoming.
I need to start my camera. I just want to see what he looks like.
He's venoming right now. He's funny.
He's fucking
Reload, you bastard. Fucking murder, it's like, oh, there's nothing going on, nothing really.
I just want you stupid donut that's in the mouth.
Oh wait, is he Bruce?
Yeah, he's Bruce.
Where?
I saw Charles, I saw some random Don, like, what the hell? I think I saw Stuart. I saw you, Crackers.
I'm not crackers, just.
Just accept the thing, man. I beg you stop being long.
I expected him to say, nah, I'll never want to stop.
Charles.
Yeah?
As long as you're not like this with probation, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, no, I think I'll be alright. I don't think I'll be big trouble.
Man, I think I'm going to put my phone on charge.
If Tye'ronn is to a shift, then maybe there would be, but you know, I think I'll be alright.
I was just going to say, do the opposite of what Tye'ronn does and you'll be fine.
So, Tye'ronn,
Do
how's it
the opposite
going?
of anything Tye'ronn does and you'll be okay.
You'll succeed in life.
No, life is good, but I mean, how is it in terms of you getting into the video chat? How is that?
You know, this is actually the highlight of the podcast. Like, this is fucking gold.
I'm Bruce.
You're Bruce. Yeah, you're Bruce. We know that. We know this. Right, you guys carry on. Right, you guys carry on talking about like toxin and shit like that. In a minute, I'm gonna deal with this bloody bastard.
Alright.
Oh, and I say that, and he gets in the.
Is this working now? Is this fucking working now?
Hey!
Yes.
That's pretty.
Is it working?
Yes, I see you light-skinned bastard. You watch. There'll be someone going in the comments now. Yeah, your hair looks absolutely fabulous.
Hey, Ty, you're actually so extra. I beg you, pattern up, man. What are you doing? Has he locked off? He's so extra. Look at this drama queen. Hey, where are you going?
Is he on? Has he muted himself?
Tye'ronn.
Yeah. Hold up a minute. You see this clown?
It looks like he's rubbing his ass.
Was he in the chat? I couldn't see him do.
He's putting his headphones.
Mate, this guy needs his own YouTube channel.
I swear to God, this is exactly why I brought us all together, because we're all fucking entertaining as shit, and I'll tell you, this guy's going to be a star.
Mate, he needs his own YouTube channel. Instant hit.
This guy's he's just dopey. Where did Stuart go?
Oh shit.
Stuart, oh fuck's sake. He'll be back in a second. Unmute it!
Such a donut fan. This guy's actually such a donut fan. How does your dad deal with you? Real talk.
Oh wait, can I hear you? Wait, Tye'ronn, is that you speaking?
By the way, do Charles and Tye'ronn know each other?
Yeah.
Oh, they do. Okay.
My college bros.
What's that beeping, Sam?
It's the message into the chat we're telling Mr. Tyrannosaurus to bloody unmute his thing. For fuck's sake, do you know, I actually want to record this with an actual camera because this is comedy gold. We're having a nice discussion about toxin and all that, and then it's just gone to crap. Tye'ronn, come on.
Well, while he sorts himself out, Catfish, my point about toxin.
Absolutely, mate. Go on. Go ahead.
Thank you. So, without me trying to, like, you know, give it away, like, so in my personal opinion, so Jacob, you're talking about the relationship between Venom and Eddie. Like, to me, it felt like the relationship between Patrick and Toxin. And what I mean by that is, like, they always, like, talk to each other, and they kind of, like, fuck with each other, and they always, like, kind of argue with each other, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, without trying to give too much away, Charles, like, it kind of feels like their relationship is like, you know, the Toxin and Patrick relationship.
So basically, my man's one schizophrenic, and he's basically trying to make himself turn mad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So he's doing up schizophrenia. Okay. Well, you know, mental health awareness and all of that's a good shout out. So, you know, shout out to Eddie Brock for hacking that. It's not easy getting infested by a symbiote. So, you know, hold tight, my man, and, you know, he'll be back on his bit. No, it's true, you know. But he ended up eating people and that. That's not cool.
Tasty.
Schizophrenia could do a mad stuff to you. It's not fun.
True. It's like
fun. That's basically the equivalent.
But do you guys remember, like, near the end where they're kind of arguing over what's it like when they're arguing about like where
no
they
spoilers
can eat or something like that?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, and that just reminds me about, you know, like the actual comics where basically they're arguing over like when Toxin can kind of be Toxin, like you like turn into the symbiote and just like swing around and play about. Like it really reminds me of that.
Yeah, it's very similar to that in many ways.
Yeah. I mean, have you read the comics?
I remember reading a few when I was a kid, and for me, they never really explored the whole Eddie Brock and Venom like situation. It was more, you know, Venom Spider-Man's enemy, and Spider-Man has to defeat Venom. But I think what this movie, from what I can see, what this movie did was basically break down how Eddie felt, basically trying to harness this new power and effectively, you know, control it at the same time. So I think what they did very well, from what I hear, is that they gave Venom more of a human element. So they gave him like a human factor, and obviously Eddie being scared and etc. It was kind of like them breaking down how he would go about handling this newfound situation, which I believe is probably one of the good things about this movie. It gave like a new perspective on Venom. Instead of Venom just being the character that Spider-Man fights, it's, you know,
it makes him his own kind of character, isn't it?
How he goes about things.
Yeah, I'll say that's probably the best thing about the film for me is, you know, as we were talking about before the film was released, there was all this, you know, talk of, what's Venom going to be like by himself without Spider-Man? And, you know, he's a character that is interesting enough and never been explored enough, I think. So to see him have like his own thing where he can be explored in that way,
you know what, I'm going to say the exact same thing, but I'm going to say that for Carnage, if that makes sense. I think
Carnage was just one madman, I swear to you. Carnage had made no sense. He just wanted to kill everything in sight. Literally anything that breathed
died. Carnage was one of them characters that just wanted pure destruction.
That's Carnage.
I understand that point, but I can counter that by asking, okay, if that's the case, then why is the Joker one of the most popular supervillains ever?
Because I think, you know what? That's a good question, and I think he's one of them. Okay, his history alone spans literal decades, and I think he's one of those characters that represents an ideology that a lot of people hold dear.
He stands for something.
Like he represents an ideology. It's not even so much him; it's the ideology he represents.
Yeah, it's what he stands for.
And I think it's what he stands for more time than him as an actual villain.
Yeah, it's the idea.
That's probably why he's so iconic. I clocked because for me, anyone. Actually, I can't even say anyone could do what Joker could do because no one really couldn't. Like your favorite villain couldn't do half the shit Joker could do.
No, he's one of them villains that could really stand out from the crowd because of his ideas, not necessarily because of what he can do.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally it. His ideologies, how he goes about doing things, is more powerful than him as a being. And
okay, yeah. So carry on.
You know, the whole yin and yang thing of, you know, neither Batman needing the Joker and Joker needing the Batman. It kind of plays into this whole idea of, you know,
he's the opposite of everything Batman stands for, isn't it?
Yeah.
Alright, here's an interesting fact for you guys. Don't know if you guys know about this. So this was like probably like mid-90s, I think. There's a comic where it was like a crossover, and it's basically Batman and Spider-Man versus the Joker and Carnage. Have you guys heard of it?
Nope. That sounds deadly.
I've read it on like YouTube. Like,
have you got like the sound on?
It's crazy, but I actually thought it was really good. I actually agree with you, Charles, on the facts about Joker's ideology, because basically what happens is like Joker and Carnage, like they got on really well because they
your
both
thing's
like
on mute.
people.
That's why. Click mute off.
But the difference was like they were arguing about like
you see where the icons are, right?
So
there's
Joker was
an
saying,
encore, a camera, and a microphone thing. Click the microphone.
And having like some kind of like creative motive
about
it.
You're in.
So you know how he always like sets up traps and and Carnage is basically just like I just want to fucking kill people. Right? It's just
back to the chase, my guy. I wanna see some ends. People need to die already. I ain't got time. People need to die already.
Exactly. So like, I agree on the ideology part, but
yeah, run the app.
Like with Carnage, like so basically, he's my favourite supervillain.
Like from the actual Google website, we're on that.
I really like him because he's just crazy. Like
I like him as well. I like him as well. Don't get twisted. I think for me, once I clocked how powerful Carnage was, to the point where Spider-Man and Venom needed to team up to beat his ass. I was thinking like, so yo, this Don is on some serious smoke. Yeah. Like,
so we're doing it from the website, but we're
toughest villain we're going to face in a long time. And no, I think Carnage as a character is banging still. But
no, we're doing it on the website.
I don't.
But you can use the app as well. You can use the app as well. You don't need. Yeah, but you don't need a laptop for it. You can use your phone if you wanted to.
Because at least with Venom, he has more.
It might be.
He has more of a human factor.
Try your phone.
This whole ideology behind, you know, seeing Carnage and what he wants to do, it'll be dead because we all know Carnage just loves to kill people. Like, people will just be dying left, right, and center. Like, it would never bang.
Yeah, but
well, no, you just out goes the window for character development. Just kill the cunt.
No, but seriously, could you ever imagine an actual plot development for Carnage?
Not really, because you just
I could. And
you can't.
I'll tell you why. Because have you read the comic Mind Bum?
No.
It's a one shot of Carnage. So basically, what it's about is he's like locked up in an asylum. A psychologist like comes to visit him, and he's trying to like he uses like the sound waves to remove the symbiote, and he tries to like get into his mind. And basically, what happens is like he Cletus Cassidy gets the symbiote back, and you know how he can like shapeshift like weapons.
Yeah, with like.
Yeah, so he makes like a kind of syringe, and he puts it for the psychologist's brain.
Jesus.
And then they're like when you see it visually, it's like in a sick way. It's amazing. So it's like how Carnage sees the world, and basically, to cut a long story short, it's basically saying like he kills people and blood and guts because to him it's art. Like to him, it's like beauty, like beautiful.
Yeah, he sees it as beautiful, and he thinks that he's like creating these great pieces of art by mangling bodies and slashing them up. It's just a screwed up way of. Ugh.
But that's why I like it. It's different because
it's very interesting because that reminds me so much.
So you cut off a bit there, shit. But
Fan fucking tastic.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking here.
Oh my gosh. Yes, he's finally here. Yes, Ty.
Fucking fantastic. Oh, sorry, boys.
Because the penny dropped that he finally realised he could do it on the phone.
Yeah, idiot. Hey, Ty, how have you been, man?
Ingrid.
Charles, are you telling me?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. How have you been, man?
I'm just out here, man. Oh, I'm a brush, man.
I'll put that brush down for God's sake.
Put that. Why are you like this? What are you doing? I think you put the brush down. Oh, you fucking potato.
No.
you fucking potato. That's fantastic. I beg you put that brush down.
Yes.
Well, at least it's better than saying fan four stick.
20% battery, fuck right off. Hang on. There you go. Alright, boys, what's going on? Alright, geez.
Well, before you decided to grace us with your presence, we were talking about basically how we don't really get a lot of plot development when it comes to Carnage. You know Carnage the symbiote, right?
Yeah.
You better know.
Yeah, we're saying how we don't feel he gets enough plot development. You know what? What's your opinion on that? Actually, do you think we can actually get a plot out of Carnage as a character?
Yeah. You know what? Yeah, you can. Well, depends how you want to look at it, because like,
go on, give us an idea. Give us an idea.
Because like, in terms of like, it depends who Carnage kind of bounds to. Because like, what's the Don's name that he? Is it Cassidy something? Like he was.
Cletus Cassidy.
Yeah. So in a sense, I think you can kind of do a lot on him, because like, and also Carnage as well, because like, you know, he's kind of a mad guy. So like, in a sense, you can kind of. I don't know. Like, I can see where you guys are coming from.
You can create a story for him, but it's just I'm thinking like in terms of what you can do with his character. Like I think
there's not a lot.
He's kind of.
The thing is,
he's not that diverse.
No, but the thing is, though, like
you can put him in a lot of situations where he does like different stuff, but I think it's in terms of like if he grows as a character. I think
in a way, I think he does. He does though, because like
that's the thing. Thinking about Carnage is that.
Tye'ronn, stop
Carnage,
playing.
I mean, from what I've heard of him, because I haven't read the comics that do with Carnage and stuff like that, so, but only on the small knowledge that I about him, it would be quite the only sort of story that I can personally see that you could create with him was sort of humanize him and make him like sort of go on a sort of mission, so sort of make him change mindset. So instead of like being this batshit crazy madman, actually become like a hero. That wouldn't work for Carnage as a character.
So they've
That's
done
the
that.
only way I can personally see like how a story would work.
So they've done that in have you read the
then again, yeah.
So they've actually done that. They've kind of humanized Carnage.
Yeah.
Comics since I was a baby.
Yeah. So about I think it was a couple of years ago. They had a story arc called Axis, where like the bad guys became good guys, and then the good guys became bad guys. And it was actually interesting, like what they did for him, like in terms of him being a good guy. Like I don't know if give too much away, but what I'm saying is like there is a story where he does become a good guy. I'm not sure if it's canon or not. Like I can't remember that far back, but.
Carnage being a good guy, that's never going to be canon.
Nah, it just doesn't work with his character.
That just would not run. My man, a good guy, you know.
Hey, listen.
You know what gets me the mad? I bet you any money, as soon as he turned into a good guy, he just got weak as shit. Like,
yeah, he
I'm
would.
talking,
Because
he probably got so nerfed.
Yeah, he runs on like relentless abilities, isn't it? So for his character to sort of be like this, passive kind of guy, I don't know.
It looks fake. That's so fake. I could never imagine that.
It's like sticking the
of what's my man's name?
The devil.
That's like Jason Todd. Yeah, trying to adopt 10 kids from an orphanage.
That's like yeah.
Allow it. Allow it. That's not running. That's not running. That's not running.
No,
that's not running.
It's completely opposite to what the character is, isn't it? I mean, you can do
that's
it.
That's not running.
You can do it with certain characters, but there's certain characters like Carnage where that's pretty much all they represent. So when you take that away,
it's just shit. Like, you're just looking at him and think to myself, nah, man, this ain't it, dog. This ain't it, chief. This ain't it, chief. I'm sorry. Run me back my original Carnage. Red card for them. I'm not on it.
I'm not down with this.
Red card. Don't do it. It's red card for them.
Well, no. Real talks. Let's talk about actor. Who would play Carnage?
The guy. Hey, has any of you seen Watchmen?
Jim Carrey.
Yeah, you know the guy.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey. Yeah,
I'm thinking, is he too old? Like, does it matter?
Jim Carrey would be good, but Charles, you seen Watchmen, yeah?
Yeah.
You know the guy who plays Rorschach?
Yeah.
I think he would be perfect.
Him.
I think he would be absolutely. I think he would be perfect.
I can see where you're coming from with that, but like, I don't know. Has he got that look? Like,
I mean, the look.
Yeah. If you made him a redhead, ginger, then maybe.
But the thing is, can you imagine if like they literally gave them really cheap like fake hair dye that was red, and then it makes him look more
made him look like Ronald McDonald,
Oh my gosh.
What I mean, it's like if you just get an accent, it doesn't matter if they've got dark hair or blonde hair, just like make it look like they've got some really cheap red hair dye and just spray it on them, and that just makes them look like a lunatic. Like you could you could even just do that.
Yeah,
and I mean, obviously it's Hollywood, so I'd expect a little bit more than just that. But I see what you're talking about.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, like, make the hair dye look really shit on purpose, just so it looks like, it's a madman.
Oh, so he just looks like a madman in general?
Yeah, he looks like a complete nutcase, isn't it?
I hear you.
But they did hint up that guy, because I think he was in Venom. Don't worry, I'm still getting around to Venom, people. Don't shoot man out here, like, but...
Just get on with it.
Like, what was his name? Woody Harrelson? Was he in the movie? I'm not too sure. Was he in it?
Spoilers.
Oh.
Yeah, because...
red card, sorry.
Tye'ronn, listen, you've literally come in late and now you're spoiling, man. You're getting another strike and you're gone.
My guy said he was on IMDb. Like, how's that spoiling? Like, IMDb spoiled it for you, man. Red card. Come on now.
But back to it.
Charles, sorry, man. The brush is back, man.
You're a joke, man. I swear. Fam, I missed you, Ty. I swear to God, I missed you, fam.
Alright, listen, the girl them are going to be watching this, so like, oh, look, nice and perfect.
It's being uploaded as an audio file.
I'm so dead.
It's being uploaded.
You know what, Ty? Do you in it?
Wait. I just want to say, as the penny dropped that I said audio file. Fucking idiot. You're telling yourself up for what?
Audio thing. Oh, that's deep.
Oh lol, so they can't even see you. So,
that's a move.
How do you feel? At least they can't see that you're a full rise, isn't it? So it's all good.
Bye, brush.
My man made himself look. My man tried to do a peng line and it flopped.
We all know he made himself look. We all knew he made himself look good for all of us. I mean, come on.
Hey, 1 minute.
Especially me.
Nah, he made himself look good for you, fam.
I mean,
Jacob.
Fuck him like that.
Bruce, if you made it feel better, I'll be a full rise. So now you're not the only full rise in this group.
Save my guy. Sunshine. Sorry, man. I actually didn't met you. Tye'ronn. Nice to meet you, brother. Right. What's your name? Franco.
Yeah, very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Gav. Nice to meet you.
So
I'm Jacob, and I'm responsible for this.
How Hey Jacob, why are you tripping, mate? Like, no hope. Like, what's going on, bro? Like, relax. Like,
you know I stripped just for you, man. Just for you. Come on.
So Magic Man, that's our charge.
Jacob, how are you uploading this onto YouTube, by the way?
Basically, I'm saving it to Audacity, and then I'm gonna upload it as like an audio file with a thumbnail.
Audacity, bro.
Okay. Alright, cool. Obviously, you guys, we're kind of new to the whole YouTube thing, so bear with us.
I mean, later on down the line, what I might do is, if I can get all 5 of us together, we can like record like with an actual camera and do some videos like that.
Yeah,
or whatever.
that would probably be better.
Yeah. Or in future, I could just do this with all of us like on the camera. Down the line, if we get like. Once we get used to it and get better at it. Stop cursing, Tye'ronn.
No, it's a question, bro. It's a question.
Well, why are you raising your finger? We're in a group chat.
It's a question, yeah, because I'm kind, man.
We're in school.
Alright, go on, Ty. I got you. What is it?
No. I was just asking, has anyone like jumped on Titans? Was that just me?
I've seen the first episode.
I haven't. What's it saying?
You know what? Yeah. I was a bit like DC. Obviously, they've had like a bad track. Like their track's not been the best, yeah. But I saw the first episode. I was just like, okay, you know what? I can roll with that. I'm not getting my hopes up, but you know what, Jacob? Would you agree? Was it a good start?
It was a better start than I thought it would be. Much better.
Yeah, it was better. Okay. Better than I thought it would be.
So it's a worthy investment.
Definitely, yeah. And I hope it's not going to be one of them ones like where they're just like milking Raven, like where it's just like, because like I don't know. And also, I was thinking, this guy who's robbing, like, I'm thinking, you're gonna be. But then I saw him, I was just like, you know what?
I'm so baffed because he reminds me. That Robin reminds me a lot of Jason Todd Robin.
Yeah, that was the biggest complaint when the when the trailer was first put out. They were saying that this isn't Dick Grayson at all. He's more like Jason Todd.
Yeah.
Man
was stepping on headbacks.
Yeah, and he's going. And I think
man was stepping on necks.
But in a sense, I don't know. I've seen this guy very similar to like Batflex, Batman. Because I think, I'm seeing him very more similar to him. Because like my guy's just, he's just killing.
I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to make it like they're trying.
This guy's the fucking headline of the show.
Is it? Listen. That's why I got him in.
Home and the my guy's just chopping heads off. Like, what are you doing? Like,
I think you know what they should do actually. Like what's his name? Sorry, Bruce Tye'ronn. I don't know.
Just call him Bruce. Call him Bruce.
Tye'ronn, that. But Bruce, I'm Bruce Wayne. Yeah.
I think what you should do, you literally set up a YouTube channel and like do your own like voiceover for like films or.
That would be comic gold.
The Tye'ronn interpretation of like
how Tye'ronn sees comics.
That too.
Hey, do you know what, Tye'ronn? You should actually do that.
Subscribe to that.
Brilliant.
So would I.
Thank you.
Insta sub.
I'm honoured.
Tye'ronn, I've just made you a YouTube celebrity.
He's literally just made you $1 million, like.
Yeah. I didn't do it. Brilliant.
Listen, I'm happy. Run with the idea. I swear. Just take it.
I think you should.
But actually, like, I mean, like, there is like a YouTube channel in the works with me, like, because one of my flatmates is a film study student. Like, we're gonna like start doing sketches and all that. So like stuff like Stephen tries, and all kind of like basically just like not Vine, but sketches in it. So it's like some funny stuff. So look out.
That's perfect for you, man.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, plug. Yeah, you got.
I'll shout you, man. I'll shout you, man. Don't worry.
His YouTube channel. He's plugging his merch.
You should literally call the channel Tye'ronn's Funny Shit. Like that. That's what you should call it.
You know what? I've been thinking of finding what's the perfect channel name, but
Tye'ronn's Funny Shit. Like,
my random nonsense. Like that's me, man.
Tye'ronn's
Jacob, what going on with Starfire? I don't know what's going on with her. You understand? Like, I was
let me just say something about Starfire, right? I don't care who they casted as her, as such. It's just the way that she was done in the first episode. I'm just like,
does it feel like they just didn't try when it came to Starfire?
It felt
like they just gave.
It felt just like to me. It just felt like they just gave her some random stuff to do. Like, I don't know. It felt like they took what they thought the audience would have wanted to see from Starfire and just gave her that. And like, I don't know, because you see, this is the problem with the characters they got in it. I think they've done Robin well, but they're obviously trying to make him
brilliant.
They're obviously trying to make him their version of like the Daredevil Netflix thing. You know, that's what they're going for. I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of seeing, the style of like, ooh, Jacob, have you seen any of Daredevil?
Not yet.
And it get
spoil anything more for me, and I swear to God.
No, I'm saying nothing, but just get on it, man.
He's just saying, get on it, innit? Get to watching.
Get on it, bruv, or the brush will come out fucking out, man.
the brush that no one can see, yeah? Go on.
The brush will come out.
I just want to say to anyone who's still listening to this, this brush is going to be legendary.
Nah, this brush is going to be part of the thing. You might not understand this.
Back out the brush.
Hey, do you know what I was saying before we started? I said that we all needed some like catchphrases and things like that. Tye'ronn, this is one of yours, man.
We're keeping red card.
Yeah, keep.
I reckon the brush should be the logo.
That's a Tye'ronn's funny.
Oh, don't make the brush the logo. Oh, what are you playing at me? Don't make the brush the logo. No, get the joke.
Hey, I'm gonna have another peanut.
Oh man.
The brush could be like the mascot.
Mascot brush, yo.
The mascot brush.
The Geek Talk brush.
I think we can do that later down the line.
Yeah,
when we actually do a video of all of us together.
Yeah, when we're down the line, we can do that as sketches.
You know what? All I'm gonna say is, like, imagine the brush being put on a T-shirt and that being a bestseller. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, do you know? We should actually make some T-shirts like down the line for this. You know what I'm saying?
No. We should.
Oh my god, you man! Imagine if we're like guest starring at Comic-Con, just like that. That'd be so jokes. They invite us to come talk. It's just like, oh, that'd be sick. I'm sorry.
No, but see, this is why I started, isn't it? So
it all starts with a brush.
It started with a brush and a dream.
No. Wait. We'll start like how Transformers started. Before time began, there was the brush.
Oh my gosh.
We not know where it comes from. Only that it holds the power.
Just to spite us, yeah. I know this guy's gonna lose the brush. Watch it.
Hey, you lose the brush, I'm gonna kill you.
No, mate, you lose that brush, the ratings are gonna go down.
Hey, listen, we know why people. We know why people are subbing. It's not for what we're talking about. It's for that brush.
Man, the conversation, bro.
Never gonna lose the brush.
You lot. I just realised we've been talking for like an hour and 22 minutes.
Oh wow.
Yeah, Jacob, when I said how long I was going to go on for, you said, probably 40 minutes to an hour.
Wait, it's actually about under an hour now.
Sorry guys, I was a bit late. I was talking to
maybe.
Yeah, a bit late.
It's fine.
I thought I was late. Jesus, you were like basically.
Hey, listen. As I've established on my social media before, this guy is the master of appearing late, but fashionably late. He's got a brush.
Yeah.
Maybe the last one on, and it was like the seconds.
I mean, I thought what was going to happen was all you guys are going to be sat there waiting for me. Well, I'm just like, yep, trying to log in.
Can you imagine if Jacob's the only one that shows up?
Oh wait. Hey, I would have gone into the corner over there and just started recontemplating on my life decisions in that moment.
Oh my.
I would have gone about as much antisocial as fucking like Cletus.
He Bombay.
This ain't Wakanda. No. Back on topic.
Wow, it should be Wakanda, man. I'm just saying.
You just got.
Can we go there for a holiday, lads? Wakanda, hey.
Lads holiday, yeah.
Like holiday to Wakanda. That'd be sick.
You don't want to be like.
Hey, I'm telling you now, hey Charles. I think you should be in Baku.
My life. Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Are you done? Oh yeah. Finish now. Oh yeah. But as you said, Jacob, back on topic.
Like the guy's doing to be honest, you know.
I can't take this not seriously. That was brilliant.
Oh my lord.
So yeah, I think we should just carry on with DC. And how about we talk about the situation that is maybe Michael B. Jordan as Superman?
Fuck right off.
I like it.
That is bullshit.
I like it. No.
Red card.
Should I be honest with you?
Explain.
No, should I be honest with you? Should I be honest with you? I like it, yeah. It could bang, but DC being DC and Warner Brothers being Warner Brothers won't pull this off well. That's the problem. They will do no research. They will just assume that because it's Michael B. Jordan, it will bang. Yeah. You know there's a black Superman in the comics, right? Called Val Zod.
Yeah.
Have any of you seen it?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've watched. You've read the comics, Earth 2, right?
Yeah.
Val Zod. He's a black Superman, right?
I don't know the same. I don't know if it's the same I've seen in DC comics thing. I've seen him in Convergence.
Yeah, no.
Right.
There's
DC comics.
Yeah.
Book of so I've seen there was a black Superman in that.
Yeah, no. That Convergence comes after Earth 2, so it's a storyline of when Darkseid invades a parallel universe.
That's where Clark Kent goes missing in this universe, and then Val Zod, like, I don't know, like, what? Like, I don't know 100%.
In the comics, right? Basically, Darkseid kills off kills the Trinity. He kills Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman dies. Yeah, right. So what happens later is that a new Trinity is born of Jay Garrick Green, the Flash. We have a Hawk Girl. We have a Green Lantern. Yeah. Which powers that's basically harnessed from the power of the Green, or gets his power from the Earth.
Yeah.
And Darkseid returns, right? Yeah. So what you've got is you've got Power Girl, which is Superwoman, and you've got Huntress, which is Batman's daughter. Then you have Val Zod, that's basically a Kryptonian that's been on Earth for years, but he never knew he was a Kryptonian. So my whole thing is, if they're going to do something along those lines, if they're going to use Michael B. Jordan as a black Superman,
at least
they have to one get his origin. They have to one get his origin right, and two, they can't push this whole diversity thing without it being forced. It'll almost feel too forced. So if they're going to do it, make it so that it doesn't look forced. Make it look as genuine as possible. That way, no one's going to complain.
Yeah. And also at the same time, I just want to say, like Henry Cavill, I don't feel they've not done this guy justice. No pun intended. But
I mean, for me, I don't know how you guys feel, but for me, Man of Steel is my favorite DC movie.
Bruv, Justice League, red card. I'm sorry. Okay, maybe yellow card, but
I haven't even. You know what? The joke of it is, I haven't even seen Justice League, but everyone that's told me said it's bad.
It's bad. Like it's
okay.
It's justice.
I'll say this: it's not the worst out of all the ones they brought out, especially when you look at Suicide Squad. That's just. I'm not even gonna go there. But Justice League, it's like saying the shit I had today was better than the shit I had last week.
It's just like one thing that them bad was like when they're making Batman comic relief, like no, don't do that.
No, they made him a joke. That was the worst thing about it. They especially if you go on the back of like Batman versus Superman, in that film, he's relentless.
So he wins against Superman, and then he's the comic relief of Justice League.
Yeah, they pretty much have to save him from everything.
Right. Wow.
I was like, that's not.
No wonder everyone's so hurt.
I was like, that's not how Batman works. Not at all. Not in any way.
No.
And no
wonder everyone's so hurt. Yeah. So they're just basically thinking to themselves, you know what? Yeah, DC, you fucked up my childhood enough. Batman is not a victim.
but yo, let me just say this here: the three best things about that movie: Aquaman, Flash, Cyborg. Boom. I'm sorry.
I heard they treated Cyborg like a sideman as well.
For every scene that Cyborg was in, he was doing something useful with his abilities, so I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
But he wasn't like the main hero like in any of the scenes though. But you know what? I really like the Flash. I think he was a good actor.
I think.
Yeah, but
that's socially awkward done.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the only thing is, I like the comedy and the comic relief that we provided to the film. I really like that. But agree with me, Jacob. I'm thinking, could he been more than just funny? Could he? Like,
I'll tell you what,
coming from that.
I think what they were trying to go for was that young, rebellious kid. They were trying to go for what Marvel have done with Spider-Man. They've made him like a young, angsty teenager to be that third person who can learn from the father figure or something like that. And he didn't need to be that. He didn't need to be that. But they made him like that. to try and copy Spider-Man, and I don't know, it annoyed me because the way they treated certain characters, like Superman when he appeared was fine, but aside from Wonder Woman, all the characters that were in there, Aquaman had his moments, but the way Flash runs,
I don't remember Aquaman like really doing that much, to be honest. Like especially in the end, he was just.
It's only because Jason Momoa's I
think Charles said, like, to me Aquaman seemed like a Sideman in a lot of it.
Yeah, in that sense, like they didn't do him.
In a way, it feels like the only ones that went Sideman. Like, I mean, based from what I remember, like I think Wonder Woman and Superman were like the main ones, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much just them two.
Yeah, but back with Superman, yeah, it's just that. I mean, Man of Steel, yeah. Not much people like that film. I love enjoyed it. I think it maybe it wasn't the best introduction, but still. Like, and I feel Henry Cavill, he didn't get that much dialogue. I mean, it was like kind of crazy because like he is the star of the movie. But yeah, I think over time, you know what? Maybe they'll help this guy out. But like Batman versus Superman, Justice League, like they're not giving this guy nothing. Like, come on, man. And
they're not giving him anything
like
to work
Superman.
with.
I think he's perfect for the role. It's just like I don't want to see him go. Like I at least want. I'm looking out for hope for like Man of Steel 2.
I mean, did you guys see what I shared to you lot the other day on Facebook? That the original plan was to kill off Batman within like 5 films. Like within 5 films, they were going to axe him and get rid of him. And I'm sitting there thinking,
that's not it, Chief. That is not it, Chief. You don't kill off Batman. You understand? That's not it, Chief.
I mean, like Batman's like the character that can beat anyone as long as he does his research. Like, it doesn't make sense to kill Batman because he's the most popular, and he's actually, in a weird way, I feel like Batman is a bit of an overpowered character. I know it sounds weird, but I base that on the sense that he's pretty much good at everything, and he knows how to beat everyone.
You know what it is?
Prep time, innit?
You know what DC have managed to make him? Right. They've basically managed to make him one of those characters, yeah, that is almost like a god trying to be a human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's basically what they've done with him. They've basically put a god in a mortal's body when it came to Batman. It's like the guy has all the resources, has done all the bullshit that you could think that he would do.
Yeah, everyone that he has.
Where do you even go from here? Like, this guy became a new god. This guy is taken on Darkseid. I think literally his biggest. Oh my gosh, Ty, really?
For real, man.
I think probably the biggest thing that he's ever had to deal with is raising a kid, which is probably the most human we've ever seen Batman. Like, we've seen this guy get his back broke by Bane, had his girlfriend blown up in front of him.
Yeah.
But I think when he started to raise Damian as a child, as a kid, like, we saw like us almost like a vulnerable side.
Yeah.
That we were thinking to ourselves, wow,
a humanity side.
Like, I feel like in
you almost forget that this guy is human.
I mean,
that's how bad it is.
Trust me, judging by Batman vs Superman, yeah, you kind of do. But especially like in the the Justice League series, like the old cartoon one. One of the best scenes out of that, I think it was involving this little girl. I don't know if she was dying or whatever, but he just sat with her on a swing and just started talking.
That was Justice League. Yeah, I remember that. That. I cried like a little bitch because I wasn't ready for that. That was feels. That was serious feels.
That was the Batman.
I remember that. That was serious feels.
That hit me right in the heart.
That was just.
But as a kid, I was
Justice
crying.
League. I remember that.
Terry McGinnis,
I was crying my eyes out.
He even named his dog after the girl. That was cute. I can't lie. He named his dog Ace.
He did.
He named the dog Ace. That was cute. I can't lie. That was adorable.
Yeah.
And I think,
such a great scene.
Stuff like that. Like, you forget this guy's human, and that's the banging thing about this character. He's so overpowered, but it's small things like that.
It brings
you think to yourself, wow, you actually care about people like that. I mean, I know that's your job, but damn, like, imagine that.
I think one of the things I like the most about Batman is how much of a veteran he is.
I hope they add it in Batman movie.
Sorry?
Yeah, what is that, bro?
Say that again, Stuart.
Yeah. The thing is, I think that they sort of humanity started in Matt movie, whenever that's going to come, because I don't think that's even coming. But we'll see. I mean, Matt Reeves is meant to be directing it.
Yeah.
I don't know. So hopefully, I've never seen that Batman Beyond episode, but about how he's on the twins, who's dying, sort of things like that Batman movie. Yeah. Then whoever's going to be Ben Affleck or whoever, they show the more human to Batman.
Yeah. Because for me, it brings him down to like a level where you can sort of relate to this character instead of thinking, oh, he's just this overpowered guy who can beat anyone. You care about.
But the thing is, have you seen Return of the Dark Knight? I think it's part 1 where he's fighting the whole police department or like the SWAT team. Have you seen that film?
Which one?
Return of the Dark Knight. It's one of the animated ones.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Basically, there's a scene where the Joker's on like a talk show, and he basically no, it's true that he's on a talk show, and then
best place for him.
He basically gets all the doors locked, and then he basically kills the whole audience. Then Batman knows about it, but the top of the building is surrounded by the police force. And there's a scene with Batman, and bearing in mind this is like Batman when he's in his like 60s or 70s, like he's old and in retirement.
Oh, well, the Dark Knight Returns. What are you talking about?
Yeah. And he beats the shit out of a police, like a police force with arms, guns, and none of them can shoot him because they've got the aim of a fucking. And it's like for 6-year-olds that's not possible. Like that's kind of. No, it's true. Like, if you see the scene, it's like he flies in, he beats shit out of these police force without using a gun. They've all got guns, and like he doesn't get shot, and it's like that's bullshit. Like even for Batman, you need to see the scene to understand what I'm talking about. But
Crackers, what are you doing, mate? You just chilling?
Yo, Jacob.
He's chilling, bruv. He's jamming. He must have been pissed or something. Hey, yo, big man. Look at that.
He disappeared.
There he is.
Yeah, I had to bloody plug in my laptop charger because this idiot actually. What happened was I plugged it in, didn't turn it on. Fucking idiot. Just another day in the life of Jacob.
Yep, for real.
Yeah, trust me. Hey, Tye'ronn, you see that hashtag in the chat? That's for you.
Hashtag get the brush.
Hashtag get the strap. Alright, hashtag get the brush. Get the brush.
That's Tye'ronn, that's the thing.
So for any of you out there that are willing to indulge us or be part of the joke, hashtag get the brush. Get that trending on Twitter, on Instagram, wherever your socials may be. Get that trend popping.
Get that trend popping now.
Get the brush.
Get the strap.
Get the strap. Get the brush.
Get the staples.
Get the strap. The brush. Get that trending, people. Get that trending on all your socials.
All of them. I want everything. Fucking Bieber, MySpace, all of it. The lot.
Innit?
When they invite us to Comic Con, it's just like, make sure you bring the brush.
Back out the brush.
Hey, when we like if we do like a convention, like all 5 of us, like if we go to one together, I'm thinking if we like wear our own custom T-shirts, Tyronn's like the one that has like hashtag get the brush on it.
Get the brush.
Oh my.
Look at him.
So like, bruv, you know what my question is, so we know what's coming out like 2019 in terms of the MCU, but they've not said anything for 2020 of the MCU, so it's just like there's not enough.
There's a film that apparently they pushed back a year or so. I think that might be Guardians.
It's Guardians, yeah, they pushed it back, yeah, to like 2021, so it's like
what do you guys think of that? Yeah, they pushed it back like really like far ahead, like really far.
Because like the whole James Gunn situation, that's a bit like
Do you know what they
That
remind?
was nuts.
Hey, do you know what they remind me of?
That
Them
was
teach.
nuts.
Do you know what they remind me of? Them teachers that can't get over the homework that you didn't hand in like 2 years ago.
Yeah, man. That's deep still. And my guy,
It's like, fuck's sake.
Oh wow, bro. Man said, yo, I beg you, allow it, fam. It was.
I just to this section because at the end of the day, I just back into like.
but yeah, I mean, James Gunn might jump on Suicide Squad 2, so like, I don't know. Like,
Thing is though,
I
everyone's
think
saying
he's
that.
doing a good job
but-
with that, but I still can't believe that. I actually still can't believe that James Gunn was fired in the first place, because at the end of the day, yeah, back in the day, yeah, he did make some really dark and effed up, dark humor jokes, like almost a decade or so ago. That shouldn't affect the business in the present day. It's just bullshit.
But yeah, I know. It's
No,
just one of them
should I-
shit that should have happened. Like,
Should I tell you why they did that though?
Uh,
I don't think they.
we do.
Thing is, Disney think they're sick. Disney knew about all of that stuff from
Yeah,
the day.
they knew about that
But it
before
was
they
under
signed him,
wraps.
innit? Yeah.
But it was under wraps.
Yeah, they thought they could fly under the radar.
It's only when people started to apply pressure.
That's when they started to bounce back a bit, yeah. Because they knew about it beforehand, they had to have.
They knew about from
So,
day.
so they thought
And
they'd be, so Mickey Mouse thought he'd be sly a little bit, innit? And throw it under the radar,
Disney
but...
can't talk about racist.
Fun with sound, boys and girls.
Disney can never. The banter and irony of it is that Disney can never talk about racist.
No. I mean, I just...
Disney can never talk about racism.
Do you know what? I just imagine Mickey as this guy who goes around going, "Hey, everybody!" and but he like stabbing people up.
That guy's a sociopath.
I mean, his best mate's a bloody talking dog.
So I'm gonna have to shoot off for a bit, but Jay, let me know about the else thoughts bit.
Yeah. When we get into the end of the video, I'll message you, and then we come back in and we like wrap it up and we tie it up. No pun intended to Tye'ronn. We'll tie it up and take it as it was. We'll tie it up and then we'll exit the show in a good one. Yeah, get the brush, get the strap.
Ding.
When you say get the when you say get the brush, I think get the tables from like ECW, WWE.
Get the tables!
Over the top rope!
Yeah, well, you know, at some point.
It's like, no, do it like bloody, what's it, Michael Cole or Jerry Lawler, where they're like, "Oh my god, just the brush, oh my god!"
You know what,
over
Jim
the
Ross
Mankind.
Jim Ross comes out on a brush. That would be the good thing about Jim Ross is he can make anything sound interesting.
Yeah.
Just the way he like exaggerates everything.
Yeah.
I fucking miss that guy.
We saw him at Comic Con, didn't we, Jacob? We saw him.
Yeah, we saw him. Yeah, we sat right there. Hey, Mark Henry walked past us as well. That guy's fucking big. Jesus. Now, I tell you, he looks big on screen, but when he walks past you, it's just like, whoa, fuck. He's fucking.
Nelly.
He's a monster. But yeah, JR was sat there on the table.
You know who I met a few years ago? I met Al Snow. Do you remember him?
Al Snow, yeah.
Yeah, he had the dummy heads, like got heads.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I remember him. Not
Yeah,
too bad.
I bumped into him. I think it was MGM. Yeah, he was cool. He had his still heads with him.
I do know that I need to go with you to Comic Con, guys. Don't worry, that will happen. That will definitely happen. I know I've kind of ditched you guys when it came to Comic Con, but we will make this happen. 2019. Let's speak it into existence.
Hey, listen, I just remember putting like some stuff on like social, like on my social media, like all you people listening should do today, right now. And I just get you commenting like in the DM saying, "Where is this like magical place?"
Yeah, I was like, this looks banging. Why wasn't I invited?
Like,
Jacob, you snake.
there's like bare stormtroopers rolling up with like these bloody Gangnam Style sticks,
this looks banging.
And I tell you what,
This looks so sick.
There's so many women there that are, There was.
Thing is, you know what, right? I want to know one thing. How many times a month do they do this?
Well, Comic Con. Well, they've got various. There's like London Film and Comic Con.
Yeah, that's the one we went to.
Jacob. Yeah, that's near Kensington, like Olympia.
Yeah.
But the main one is MCM, like
Excel.
and, like I think one's coming up in October, and they also got one coming up during the summer. So I think that's maybe the next one.
Yeah, we'll
The
save
main
we'll
one.
save it for the summer.
And they do that around Stratford, don't they? I think so.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. They do it at the Excel, and yeah, I've never been to that one. Well, actually, no, I lie. I did go, but this was like years and years ago. But still, I'm not. But yeah, it's sick there, like. But, and also, yeah, they got loads of like, because like the London film one is various because they do the company that runs that. I think it's called Showmaster.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
do
There's
ones in London, I don't know, Bournemouth. They do all about.
yeah, they
so
do them all over the UK.
all over the UK,
all
so
across.
It's just like, and so it's same as MCM, so they do it like London, Birmingham, like so it's all about. So I mean, yeah,
All in the
I'm
major
down.
cities, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm down. So like, yeah, but yeah, we can go to MCM, we can go to London.
Hey, can you just imagine us like rocking up, like all five of us wearing our shirts, thinking, yeah, we're the Geek Talk Society, and it's just like straight out of In-Betweeners when they come out the bloody lift with their pink t-shirts on, they're told to take them off.
Oh my god!
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Imagine if they give us our own bench.
Yeah,
Just like,
I was thinking.
and we just got our microphones and we're just interviewing. So it's just like, yo, Robert Downey Jr. is just like, yo, okay, so what will be your next film? And Tom Holland, Tom Holland, don't spoil nothing, or I'll punch you. Boom. That's it.
Hey, we could be like the gang that goes around sorting people out, we'd be like the nerd version of the Shield, innit?
Oh, hilarious!
the nerd version of the Shield.
I don't think I want to come to Comic Con bullying people.
No, but you see, the thing is,
Before I get like a million and one Deadpools trying to run after me.
no, you have a Dalek chasing after you instead.
Yeah, for real.
As long as I get to be Seth Rollins, I'm happy with that.
Wait. Hey, who's going to be Roman though? Who's going to take the heat?
I'm Roman.
Yeah, you should.
The big dog.
No. I think you should be Dean Ambrose because you're like erratic like he is.
Ambrose, you're crazy lunatic, like with your baseball bat, like.
Hey, let me just. Do you know what, you guys? Let me just tell you of a story that him and my class had for me. Right? They had this idea into their heads that I'm the kind of guy, and obviously, hence the haircut. It's added to the fire. They think I go around beating people up with baseball bats or going to schools and shoot them up.
Hey, my man looks like some American school shooter, innit? Back out the it. Get the strap.
Get the brush.
Strap for real.
Get the brush.
Back out the brush. Hey, get the strap. Man said America. Hey, Columbine on the beat.
Well, I don't have a baseball bat, but I got a pull-up bar if it's any consolation.
No, bruv, that'll count, bruv. Like.
Nah. You need an AK-47 on deck, bro. You need an M40. You need an M40 on deck, bro.
Hey, don't forget the watch with like the cable and the shoe with the knife.
You know what he kind of looks like to me? He kind of looks a bit like John Cena.
Well, a skinnier version, yeah.
Frank, do me a favor, mate. Can you put those glasses back on a minute, just so you can see what you just said? Okay, now look at him again. You wanna make any adjustments to that? Any change to that? You still think he looks like John Cena?
Are you saying I look like John Cena?
No, I'm talking about.
He's
Jacob.
basically saying I look zero like him. That's what he's saying. But I think we can establish that at the end of the day, I'm me. I'm not going to go in and shoot up a school, innit?
You know, have you seen Spider-Man 3?
Yeah.
No, I wish I didn't.
In a way, he looks a bit like the Sandman. Like, I don't know, it's like his forehead.
Why am I always being related to like people who are like criminals and like...
John Cena's not a criminal. Well, he can.
What? You think you have it tough? Gee, I am literally the most generic black guy ever.
M'Baku.
I look... Chadwick Boseman. Fucking...
hey, what's the guy who plays M'Baku? It's
M'Baku.
Yeah, M'Baku.
I look like Khalid at one point.
Send word to Jabari. M'Baku loves a good fight.
It's like that line in Ted where Ted goes, "You ever seen any movie ever? He's the black guy."
Yes, I am that guy. I am the generic black guy in any movie. It sucks. I look like everyone except me.
Like, why are you so black, Donkey?
I'm supposed to.
Why are you so bad?
Hey Oprah, when's the next film coming out?
Oprah Winfrey, Samuel Jackson, Lawrence Fishburne.
Oh my days. I think the most I've gotten is you look like Khalid. You look like that guy that plays Black Panther. M'Baku.
Some young Forrest Whitaker, innit?
Oh Jesus Christ!
No lie,
I don't think we're gonna go that far.
Actors. They got in Forrest, they got in Lawrence, they got in Samuel. Like, hey, they got all the niggas like out there, man.
Boy, you know what? I can't lie. Disney have done well. They've done well.
They have.
They got everybody.
They got everybody.
Well, there was a show called Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. You know, I wonder why.
Alright, so Charles, yo, Miss Marvel, what are you thinking? Or Captain Marvel? Sorry.
You know what? I'm gonna give them a chance to redeem themselves in the second trailer.
Yeah, that first trailer sucked.
Yeah,
that first trailer was looking a bit. It looked poor.
It had the perfect soundtrack that made you want to see it, but Brie Larson has about as much expression on her face as a bit of paper.
Yeah, bro.
Like it's just the same look.
Yeah.
You know, I'm gonna say something stupid, but fuck it. Like, the main reason I didn't like the trailer is because it's Captain Marvel and I prefer Miss Marvel.
Yeah. I mean,
to be honest with you, like when I saw that it was going to be Miss Marvel, so I was hyped about it, and then when it said like Captain Marvel and big letters, I was like, why can't it be Miss Marvel?
I mean, do you know what's gonna? Do you know what's gonna piss me off?
I hear him.
Is if we've gone through.
I just think Miss Marvel's fitter than Captain Marvel. Like
it works better for the character. I mean,
I'm being honest.
I mean, well, I hope so too. I mean, do you know what would piss me off though? If we've gone through Infinity War, right, and it's just like emotional, and they're struggling, and all of a sudden Miss Marvel comes out. Sorry, Captain Marvel comes out of nowhere, and it's just like. Okay, my work's done.
Don't know what you're saying, but there will only always be one captain.
Captain America, right?
Yeah, he's out.
Captain Steve Rogers.
He out.
Yeah, I think they badly want her to replace Steve.
Yeah, I think they're trying to beg it.
No.
They badly want her to replace Steve, and it makes sense because she's going to be wearing Steve's colours.
Yeah.
The whole red, white, and blue thing.
Yeah, they're trying to replace him.
Hang on. I got something here. Wait, right here. Red card. No.
Hey, do you know?
Everyone's not having it.
Do you know what someone said to me the other day? They said the trailer looks like it's Green Lantern 2.0.
Yeah, that's an instant DQ for me.
And to be fair,
Green Lantern 2.0.
Yeah, it actually scarcely looks very similar.
Yeah, that's
gosh.
What? Because you know what? Like the green outfits at first.
I think. Do you want to know what's hilarious?
What?
You know it's coming out on International Women's Day, right?
Oh. Hey, pass. Hey, get the brush.
I got.
Get the brush.
Red card.
Get the brush.
Where's the brush?
Get the brush.
Where's the brush?
Get the brush.
That's the brush.
You know it's coming out. Like you
I'm getting my balaclava. I'm getting my.
I pray for their sake that it's good. Because imagine having a show about your first main female character superhero.
But we've got a Black Widow movie coming.
Shit on International Women's Day.
Do you know what?
It would just be so much. It'd be too much. Imagine having a female character for once in Marvel that's supposed to be a powerful, strong woman, and it just turns out she's just showing shit.
It would just be like
on International Women's Day.
It kind of reminds me of Dragon Ball Super. Like, didn't they have the first ever female Super Saiyan? Then they just like got rid of her after 2 episodes.
Dragon Ball Super is the biggest article, fam. We could talk about that next time. I've got enough to say about that.
But the thing is,
we'll talk about that next time.
Is it good though? Because like,
it's good, but they fuck up their origins. Like they just don't make sense. Like they just. It's almost as if Dragon Ball Z
It's
kind of happens.
You man mentioned Dragon Ball.
It's almost like everyone's accomplishments. Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah. I'll tell you what it's like. It
doesn't make sense.
It's a bit like this.
It's like they just forgot about it.
Wait.
The hell was that?
He's watching Spider-Man 2.
Oh, fair enough, mate. Fair enough. But no lie, Dragon Ball, yeah. On the subject, yeah.
Huh?
Remember the movie Dragon Ball Evolution?
Oh, just down there.
Don't the scrolls look like
No, jump it again.
Piccolo?
You sure?
That's just me.
The one thing I want to say about Dragon Ball Evolution, the only bit that I saw of it was, the only bit,
That movie was a red card. I'm sorry.
that's a DQ.
Biggest L.
But the only bit of the film that I actually saw was was like the end scene where he's fighting Piccolo, and he does the Kamehameha, and he doesn't even do it right. He kind of like leaps 100 feet in the air, and then does it. It's like that's not the move. That's not what it looks like. What
It's
I haven't
it's like this.
Dragon Ball.
Wee!
Just for the sole point I've heard, it's just unbelievably shit.
It is like it, and the thing is it should never be a live action film. It just doesn't work. That's
No.
like.
You say that, right? You say that, but there's a fan-made movie called Dying of the Light.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
See, I think the thing is with that though is the people who made that like actually gave a lot of consideration to the material they were working with. The other guys they just saw it as like a generic Hollywood blockbuster where they can think, oh, let's throw stuff in there that looks good, but it doesn't look good and it just looks like.
It's like when Tekken did a live action.
I mean, I watched last
I don't know how
there
they
was the movie post in the show. Like, I think Scarlett Johansson was in it. Oh yeah, because I watched it. It was last year, and it's actually based off an anime called that. But I'm curious, like, is anybody here to show how the live action movie?
What was that?
Full time, man. Full time.
Is it?
Hey,
Is it?
Ty's dead.
Not the term live action. What am I saying? It's hard to anime to like a live action because America don't really get it in Japan how it works to get anywhere.
It doesn't translate well.
Yeah, it never does. It never does.
It never does. Not with the generic Hollywood formula. No, it just doesn't translate well ever. Like
Have you seen the live action Tekken film?
Nope.
No, but I've heard about it. I heard they fucked that up as well. How the fuck do you fuck up Tekken? It's a fighting game. Punch each other.
Yeah, but the way they fuck up, it's like some of the characters look like they do in the game, but the other half don't. The main character's Jin, and he just looks nothing like Jin. And to make matters worse, it's like they don't even fight like the characters. Like you see, do you know Raven?
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't fight like Raven. He doesn't do any ninja shit or teleporting. He just does like ground and pounds. It's like watching the UFC with him. And then like Law. So you know, in the game, Law's basically meant to be Bruce Lee, and he doesn't fight like Bruce Lee. You didn't see any of the signature moves or any shit like that. Yeah, that's why it didn't work. I mean, like, I don't want to give too much away. Like, if you guys have any intention of seeing it, but.
Oh wow!
Like you know Kazuya, like Jin said, he fights him with a pair of axes. Yeah,
it's rated at like 1 star.
Huh?
It's rated at like 1 star on Tomatoes, like 1 star.
Yeah, like you know Jack. In the film, they're not robots. It's like a police force, from what I remember, and they're humans. A lot of characters that should have been in it aren't in it. There's no Hwang. There's no King.
Really?
Yeah. There's.
Well, that's an instant deal breaker.
Shall I tell you everyone who's in it?
Yeah, anyone and everyone.
Okay, so in the film, Jen and Christy are like boyfriend and girlfriend.
Yeah.
Nina and Anna's in it. Eddie's in it, but he's got nothing to do with Christy whatsoever. Steve is like Jin's manager. He doesn't actually fight. He's in it. He looks like a bell end. No, he does. Like Kazuya's in it. What's his name? Dragunov.
Was Dragunov in it?
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like Dragunov. You know how Dragunov's an absolute mute.
Yeah.
This guy sounds like Bruce Lee when he fight. Like he does that what and
Yeah, that little that over was he's coming across the screen with his like fist.
But Dragunov doesn't do that shit. Do you know Miguel, like one of the new characters? He's in it. That's nothing like him. I like Yoshimitsu. I will say that Yoshimitsu was pretty cool in the film. But yeah, like it was shit because it was very. There's no signature moves. Like no one fights like the way they should. Some of the characters that nothing like they should. A lot of people are like, this person wouldn't beat this person in a fight, kind of thing. So everyone's annoyed about who beat who. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like when you see Yoshimitsu, he doesn't heal or teleport or do any shit like that. Like
so basically, my man's just like a B-Tech version of himself. Yeah.
Who's your man?
So the characters in all of this in Tekken are basically the B-Tech versions of themselves. They're like the Tesco Value version of themselves.
Yeah,
man's a Tesco Value version.
Like the way I see it, like,
posing as Tesco finest.
Yeah,
the way it's
£3 meal deal.
no, but the way I see it, it's like Jin. It's like, to me, it's like it's not Jin at all. He just happens to have the same name as Jin. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like his name's Jin, but he's like nothing like Jin.
His name's Jin, but he really acts like a Jimmy, innit?
Exactly.
What, like a Savile or just like a?
Okay, maybe not like a Savile, more like the suburban kid that goes to school and tries to not get shot up in like a.
And still gets shot up anyway.
Like that goes has like a gluten allergy. That type of Jimmy.
Yeah, like a dairy allergy and all that and everything.
Yeah.
It's like, I have a dairy allergy.
Even though the Tekken film was shit, and you know what I was saying earlier, like stuff like Dragon Ball Z should not be live action. The anime version of the second film was even shitter, believe it or not.
Really?
The Tekken anime film is a pile of wank. It really is. Like, honestly, you see like 10 characters and you're like, oh, like King's in it, Yoshimitsu's in it, and like Paul's in it, and then you get excited and then you realise you don't actually see any of them fight whatsoever.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's poor.
That's a big deal breaker.
Where no one actually fights.
So a fighting film where no one fights, that's a big fat failure. That's how can you advertise it as that?
From what I remember, the only people who fight is Gamru, Jin, I think Michelle and Lei. But it's like basically the characters like none really give a shit about the ones that fight, and then the ones that you do give a shit about, like they don't fight.
Oh yeah, wow,
that's the anime version from what I remember.
That's tragic. That's like saying buddy Simpsons episode where he doesn't say dough. It's like, why? Oh wow, what a waste of.
It's like watching The Simpsons and Homer's wearing like a blue shirt,
like a bikini or something. Like a bikini.
They did that in the Family Guy crossover.
Yes, they did that.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, really sorry. I'm gonna have to jet now, but let him know what's going on later, and I'll come back.
Yeah, sure. Alright, I think what we'll do is we'll wrap up by about 9 o'clock. So maybe about 10 to 9. I'll tell you to come back, and then we'll have like a last 10-minute discussion. Then we'll close it out, and then I can go and edit this crap and sort it all out. I'm gonna. Hey, listen. Do you know what would have been beneficial for me if I actually writ down on the notepad that I had that I threw over there when I was dealing with your shit, Tye'ronn. To write like timestamp when we had certain topics. Now I've got to go over all the footage to know what we're talking about certain shit.
Hey, don't blame yourself.
Yeah, I think for future reference, you definitely do need a script, Jacob. It will help you. Because I'm just thinking about how the viewers are going to watch this, and obviously I want to make it concise and coherent for them.
So yeah.
Listen, I'm just saying the viewers are gonna probably enjoy the fact that we've gone off on tangents like about maybe 5 or 6 times, and we've already got a hashtag bloody get the brush. You know,
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And my equivalent of a red card is just like in wrestling. That's a DQ.
Yeah, you just get sent off. And like basically just an L. It's just like you just lose.
It's just
you suck at life.
Yeah, there's no no one needs to tell you about it, innit? They just tell you that you're like, just do that. You just take the L.
That, innit?
Yeah, just
listen,
that.
L. FDL.
Get the fuck. Just get the fuck out of it. They don't need to say anything. Just.
Charles and Tye'ronn, really good to meet you guys. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
likewise,
same, G. Same.
Yeah, likewise, man. Likewise. Obviously, we'll try and wrap up whatever we've got left with my man, and then we'll bring you back in.
Yeah, we'll bring you back in for like the final 10 minutes. We'll close it off, and then on to the next occasion.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We can move. We can. Trust me. Listen, we'll move faster through this segment than a prostitute will through fucking people in a night in Vegas. Don't worry.
Alright, take care of yourself, man.
I'll see you later, Frank.
Safe, bruv. Yeah.
See you in a bit. Cheers.
In a bit. Boom.
Boom, bam.
And then there was 3.
And then there were fewer. Yeah, but seriously, that's a good point though. Like, you don't go up to anyone to say anything. You just like.
Innit?
But Jacob, we didn't actual red card because like.
Hey, listen, I'm just saying, like, these catchphrases are good, man. Keep them for like as we go along the show, because I'm telling you, people will tune in just to hear us say, "Hey, get the brush, get the strap."
Get the strap.
Red card.
Extended clip. Fuck the strap. Bring it back out the extended clip.
Hey, do you know what? We should do like a. When I'm saving up for a camera, so when I actually get the camera, we should actually all get together, do like a little mini video where it's like, fuck the strap, get the brush.
No, I'm waiting for that. Like, dude, we should do it like, we should like, all of us should actually like meet at one place.
Yeah.
And like do like a show where we're all in one place and we just talk about this instead of doing it via podcast.
Yeah.
Jacob's gaff.
My
gaff.
I mean,
listen,
wherever.
Listen, at the minute, man, I've got people out here. You know, I'm trying to like keep
people out here. Connections. Man's out here.
What's it? The people wanna. People were like, I got links, I got contacts. It's like no. It's like what?
Are you in uni right now, or are you?
Yeah, where are you at?
Yeah, I'm in my uni accommodation room.
Okay.
Shame.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You're not. When are you coming back for Christmas or what?
Oh yeah.
Alright, we'll do it around then. Yeah.
Yeah, brother.
Because I wanted to make a short film as well, innit, as you guys know. So to be fair, think of all the stuff that we could create. We could make some stuff.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, we could make some stuff that would bang.
Terrific.
And the thing is, what I love about each and every one of us is like why I brought us all together. Is Tye'ronn by himself, you've got a show. Charles, you by yourself, you've got a show. Me, trust me, when I go off on a tangent and I start ranting about stuff, you've got a show. Stuart, he has all the knowledge, he's got a show. Franco, he's got a show. So combining all 5 of us.
He's got enough knowledge.
Yeah, exactly. Combining all 5 of us together. Get the brush.
You get the brush, yeah. You know, me, like, I think us three, that maybe the comic relief is just like bouncing in there. So like, you know, just random.
Hi,
shit,
you're just a random and funny guy, man. That's why I like you. You're just fun, man.
Hey, this is why I love you, Tye'ronn.
The thing is, you don't even do it on purpose. You're just naturally just a dopey and funny guy, man.
Nah, that's what I love about you, man. I mean, it's a bit like, hey Charles, do you remember when we were in college? So if anyone is listening at this point, this is a little moment we're going to share with you. When we were in the college, like in the Glades, and in the Glades, Tye'ronn, I know what you're thinking. And
yeah.
Do you remember?
Glades.
Do you remember?
Glades was a fuckery, fam.
Hey, do you remember when that guy dropped in the middle of the room? There was some dude who dropped in the middle of the room. You looked at it for 2 seconds, and you were just rolling on the floor.
Wait. Was this a student or was this security?
I think it was a student. He was doing something stupid. He dropped and then we were just in stitches.
No. It was There was that girl that dropped, the ginger girl.
Yeah,
We all saw her belly. You were laughing.
Nah, that was nuts. I felt bad actually. I felt kind of bad.
Yeah, you said
you know them ones where you could tell that she had issues with herself with it. Like she was she was like self-conscious.
Yeah, she had
a lot
in a struggle.
I kind of felt bad for that. That was kind of a dick move on my part. I can't lie. I shouldn't have
In the
laughed.
word of a lie, we were all just sat there looking. You were the first one gone. You were like, and then but then after it, you said
drop like that.
But then after it, you said to me, like, yeah, how'd you drop like that? Like, and then you were like, I feel really shitty right now.
No, but seriously, I was like, how do you drop like that? Like, that was mad.
Like, you know the ones where you didn't even want to go and help her because it just made it look more awkward. So you're just sitting there thinking to yourself, like, alright, so you good, yeah? Like, I mean, I don't want to draw myself out by helping you, but I don't want to laugh at you either, car.
Yeah, so it kind of puts me in
exactly the best
spot.
situation.
Yeah, you're not exactly in the best situation. I don't really want to be a part of that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
I did not want to be involved.
Like, because I mean, it's
I miss college days, man.
I mean, it's one thing like to go and help her, but it's just like you're going to be the only guy who goes up and does it, and everyone's just there like staring at you, thinking, "What the fuck is this idiot doing?" She dropped, let her get up herself.
For real. She was one of them unknown people as well, you know.
Yeah.
Because what I clocked.
She was known after that. Let's put it that way.
You know what I clocked? I never knew, right?
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people told me that I moved bait in college.
You moved bait.
You was what?
Yeah, I moved bait in college.
Tye'ronn's confused.
I'm like,
So,
bait, like, what do you mean by bait? I'm bad. Like what?
No, like you know them. Don't like. I moved like I was known. Like everyone didn't know my name,
but they
recognized my face, innit?
Yeah, they knew you by face.
Oh, okay, so that's what.
And I was like, wait a minute, how the hell do you man know I exist? Like I thought I was low key. Kept on saying like I seen you around, like you're actually kind of bait. I was like, wait, huh? Me?
Yeah.
Homie.
I think you were indirectly causing a reputation to happen, man.
I don't even know. But college days was definitely fun. I mean, you lot were doing a drama, and I don't know how drama class was for you. Like, I don't know. Did you even?
It was banter.
It was. Oh my god. First year was just, and then the second year it dialed down a bit, but still there was still so much funny stuff. Like, did you ever meet Sean Charles? Like that kind of class, like.
Hey, that guy! Oh my god! Hey, what was it you sent me on Facebook the other day, Tye'ronn? Neil from In-Betweeners.
Neil from In-Betweeners. That is Sean. I'm sorry. It's just like.
That's Sean all day.
Sean, have you learned your lines? It's just like, no, mate.
I mean, Charles,
50% of it. Like,
Who was this? Who was?
Like a bit unstable and a bit flipping loose. You know what I'm saying? Just a bit loose.
That's what I heard. Like she was loose. Like she was wild.
yeah.
Not in like, not like in a crazy hot kind of Harley Quinn way.
Hey, I'm writing that down.
I wanna call 999.
It's like cool. No. It's like call my daddy. I need help kind of way.
Yeah, like I have a lot of daddy issues and I need help kind of way.
I'm just saying a little disclaimer that if this goes on YouTube and they hear it, I'm not responsible. 10 seconds, yeah.
Alright, cool, yeah. Keep those timestamps on locking it.
Oh, obvious. Oh, 100%, bro. Alright, okay. So wrap it up so that way I can cut it off with this bit here.
Right. So
go on, Tye'ronn.
I want to say next week we will be back here again, same time.
Yeah.
How does that sound for you guys?
That sounds perfect. You see, what I was thinking was we make this like we make the like the 5 of us like a weekly thing, but in between that, let's say if there's certain topics that come out, i.e. whether it's just like something Star Wars related, me and Stuart will handle it, or if it's something DC related, we'll just get whoever wants to do it, and we'll just sum it up, and then we'll talk about it more in depth on the podcast. So that way we've got videos in between the podcasts. If you see what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
So that way there's always a constant influx, and even if you guys aren't available, let's say it's a Wednesday, not, you know, Wednesdays are shit anyway. I'll just like sit there, I'll talk about it for 10 minutes, upload a video, and say we'll go into depth about it more on the podcast. So that way there's always like fresh content being uploaded.
Get you, bro. Yeah.
And you know, the best thing about it, I tried to organise the schedule that way, is Tye'ronn, with you at uni, Sunday's usually probably going to be a shit day for you. Charles, Sunday, shit day for you. Me, Sunday, my day off. Stuart's usually free on the Sundays, and Franco is free on Sundays as well, so it works. And then in between that, when like your half term hits, Tye'ronn, when you come back down here, we can then get together. I can bring the camera that I buy, and then we can just start creating some stuff. And because you see, this is a way for us all to get out there. Because you know, two of us, like, man's trying to be actors out here, innit? We're getting bloody held back and
we're getting blackballed by the industry.
Yeah, pretty much. And then obviously, Charles, this will help you with whatever you want to do. And it's also just like,
you know what?
I'm just
happy to like be with friends, innit? And obviously talk comic related, because obviously I like anything.
Yeah, because I mean, when
manga, comic, artsy related. So, you know, I'm out here. Just I'll give my 2 pence whenever need be.
Yeah, sure.
And we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, sure. Because I mean, whenever I met up with
socials.
No.
There are no socials for now, but we'll develop that later on.
Yeah,
so
we'll get
don't worry about that.
Yeah, we'll get to that later on.
If anything, I'll handle that bit. We'll get to that bit when it comes to it.
I think
we should do the socials when we actually meet up all together.
Yeah.
And do our first ever live podcast. Where you have someone actually videoing us.
Yeah. So I've got the channel ready. It just needs a video upload. So I'll upload this video, but we'll sort, as you say, we'll sort out the socials when we actually meet up. So that way we can just, it's better, you know, for all of us.
Yeah.
But I was saying to Tye'ronn, like the last time I met up with him, and Stuart beforehand, is that, you know, we all love talking about this kind of shit, but we only do it on the meetups. And I'm thinking, you know, as the Joker said, if you're good at something, never do it for free. So I thought, right, what could work? Now, Charles, I got you in because, you know, you're a big personality and you love talking about your shit. And you're a lovely guy, man, and I mean that. Tye'ronn, you are just one of a kind, man. I mean,
you're one of a kind for real.
Honestly, you are literally, you will be the mascot of this channel. I'm telling you, you'll be the fucking star.
Yeah, 100.
Stuart, I love him to death, and Franco is just a lovely guy. So all 5 of us together, we're gonna make something good here, and we can expand this out into anything.
Absolutely. I just clocked, you know, I have to jet off. I didn't even clock how long we've been on here. We've been on here for a while.
Yeah, been there for time.
So I'm gonna leave you lot, but just tell me quickly, when are you planning to upload this onto YouTube?
Right, if not tonight, tomorrow.
Okay, no problem. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool, brother. Alright, take care of yourself, lads, yeah?
Right, take care.
Say, Charles.
Take care, Charles.
No problem.
It's good to hear from you again.
Yeah, no, take care, bro. In a bit.
Take care, Mbaku.
Hey, Cracky.
It's just me and you, boy. Alright, okay, I'm gonna get on the thing. Alright, what I'll do is I think we'll probably end it there for tonight's session, actually. I think this is more than enough.
Back off, I don't want to see your face anyway.
Okay, viewers, if you're just still with us, just remember that this guy and me always have this kind of banter. Just let him get on with it, ignore him, just pay no attention. But yeah, so I think we'll end it there for tonight. We've covered some topics. I'm going to go over the audio file, and I'm going to try and timestamp when we talk about certain topics, so it makes it easier for viewers.
Every week I should be late. I'll just be like.
And to be honest, do you know what? I think don't do it on purpose, because I'm going to get pissed off. But if you if you are late, keep doing it like with a brush or something, because these people are gonna love that, man. They're gonna lap it up.
The brush, mate.
The brush.
No.
Right, I think what we'll do is we'll leave it there for tonight. We'll see everyone next Sunday, same time as usual, or whenever I upload it at the next time. And yeah, take care, guys.
Welcome to the